Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Hollywood Animal. The mob has just shown up, the mafia, I should say, and they want us to make a movie. So Don Alberto Conti is saying, he tells us a long story about his father and then his uncle, and how nobody remembers his father, but everybody remembers his uncle who was a poet. So he wants us to make a movie about him, and he's already got the script. I don't know if it's any good, but I'm gonna bet on it being good because you don't refuse the mob, right? How intriguing. Show me the script. The Sicilian Tiger. Ooh, it's a 40 action detective plus a little drama. Let's read it. The protagonist, we get to like read the story. Crazy. So he's a hopeless romantic. Once upon a time in Sicily, there lived a boy named Alberto. He was the son of Colombino Conti, a fourth generation mafioso, a king of thieves known throughout Italy. Alberto had no fondness of his life. Everything was given to him upon a silver platter like he was a helpless woman. He knew he wanted to build his own happy life for himself. He would step out of his father's shadow and make his own dreams come true. He would go to America. Okay, in the modern American city. A runaway, that's a new theme. That's kind of fun. One night, Alberto threw a bunch of grapes into his traveling bag and ran away from his parents' house. He grabbed the ore he carved from an olive tree and jumped into a gondola. Few would dare take such a voyage to America alone. And wait a minute, you're claiming you sailed to America in a gondola? It doesn't pass the smell test. But Alberto was brave and full of purpose. After a week of sailing, really, that's got to be the fastest gondola in the history of mankind. He arrived in New York and got himself a job at the port, but he wouldn't be a Conti if he hadn't had a sense of adventure. A parental figure is the supporting character. One day, Alberto saw 5 scoundrels with pistols robbing a guy on the street. Alberto stood up for him and fought off the bandits with his bare hands. It so happened that the poor fellow was no ordinary passerby, but the son of Dale Scrugio, the mafia boss who controlled half of New York. In gratitude, Scrugio took Alberto under his wing and educated him in the local customs. Over time, they started trusting him with the most delicate of tasks. Alberto proved himself strong, courageous, and quick-witted. Scrugio often said of Alberto, "It's a pity that my son isn't more like his friend." He's got a love interest now. One day, at a city dance, Alberto met a girl named Charissa. Alberto liked her smile and invited her out to dinner. It wasn't until their third date that Alberto learned that Charissa was the daughter of none other than Benjamin Desmond, Ben spotted, the head of the rival family, the one that controlled the other half of New York. But Alberto wasn't afraid of Charissa's father. He would not meet her secretly like a schoolboy. He wanted everyone to see that he and Charissa were in love. Oh my gosh. A criminal mastermind was the antagonist. Desmond quickly learned of his daughter's adventures and became furious. He struck Charissa and growled through his teeth, "You will marry my business partner, Boncho Kruger, or else you will die." At the next mafia meeting, he delivered his competitor an ultimatum. "Scrugio, hand over your pup Alberto, or you'll regret it." But Scrugio would not betray Alberto. The boy had become even dearer to him than his own son. Instead, he hid the boy away in an abandoned house on the outskirts of the city. "You must leave this place forever," he said, "and never return." Alberto nodded gratefully and hugged Scrugio goodbye. "Don't worry any more about Alberto," Scrugio said at his next meeting with Desmond. "I've taken care of him." To this, Desmond replies, "I hope that means you killed him. You know what I do to people who disappoint me." But Alberto couldn't live without his beloved and decided to take Charissa with him. He made his way to the Desmond estate and broke into the mansion. The guards were armed with blades, but his fists were all he needed. He freed his beloved, and later that same day, Alberto and Charissa were on a train to Mexico. This is wild. Oh, God! Desmond soon discovered that his daughter had run off with Alberto. "Just as I thought," he hissed. "Scrugio tricked me. You only have yourself to blame, old man." Late that night, Desmond and 10 henchmen surrounded Dale Scrugio's house and opened fire with triple-barreled guns. That doesn't seem true, but okay. Bullets turned the guards into mincemeat, killed the servants and even Scrugio's son. But by some miracle, Scrugio himself survived. He managed to grab a gun, killed one bandit, and with a well-aimed shot and barricaded himself in a bedroom. Desmond ordered the mansion burned. Scrugio choked and succumbed to the smoke as the flames engulfed the building. Holy cow! This is a crazy movie. When Alberto learned that Dale Scrugio had been killed, he clenched his fists so tightly he left blood marks in his palms. That evening, Alberto kissed Charissa goodbye and returned to America to get revenge on Desmond. Back in New York, Alberto spoke to a gardener who saw what happened that night. He compiled a kill list, each of Desmond's henchmen involved in the raid. Avenging loved ones. Alberto went from one mobster to the next, taking their lives. He stabbed Fat Sam in the eyes with his throwing knives, plunged a dagger into Skinny Tom's belly, and shot Lanky Phil in the head with a pair of revolvers, and threw a garrote around Shorty Winnie's neck. This is all of a sudden turned into Kill Bill? Our hero became as death itself. Before the gangsters could reach for their guns, they were already dead on the floor. No one compared with Alberto in precision, strength, or speed. He's like John Wick up in here. Alberto made his way to the mafia leader's lair, where he found Desmond. He'd taken a hostage, Charissa. The poor girl secretly followed her beloved to New York. Her father had put a revolver to his daughter's head. Surrender, Alberto, or you alone will be to blame for her death. Alberto slowly raised his hands, but at the final moment pulled the trigger and fired at the chandelier above Desmond's head. The bullet, in an explosion of sparks, ricochets and hits Desmond right in the temple. Charissa was saved. Oh my gosh, it's the best movie I've ever heard of. Finally, the surviving members of both clans came to Alberto with an offer. Senor Conte, you're the most worthy of men among us. Be our boss. Let us unite and become stronger than we have ever been before. It's like a pseudo Romeo and Juliet tale as well. After some thought, Alberto agreed. He united the clans and became the New York family the most powerful, and made the New York family the most powerful syndicate in all of America. And Charissa Desmond became his wife. That is bonkers. Yeah, let's do it. With a prominent actor. I totally intend to do this. Release it within 1 year. I think we could do this. $1 million. Hell yeah. The Sicilian Tiger. We got to start this project immediately. It's crazy. The best cinematographer money can buy. Let's see if we can get a better one than what we have. Jacob Bierman is the best available. He's a 5.9, so let's go ahead and get him, even though he's a xenophobe. But honestly, I'm like okay with locking him up for a longer contract. Call it good. Put Jacob Bierman to work immediately. He prefers shooting on set. Actually, all of these have to be... Oh, it's because I haven't added a soundstage, you dummy. Bend stage, Too Fast, Too Furious. Like, he prefers filming on location, but our soundstage tech is better, so we're gonna do it that way. The filming tech is our Doppler. The Sonotone Dominus is our sound. And then I would love to have Tommy Garcia, but he's gonna be locked up with What About Ed for quite a while. So let's see if we can get a better producer than what we got. Who's free? 6.2? And what am I working with? 4.3. I mean, that's 2 stars difference, man. That's pretty good. And I have been meaning to, like, upgrade my people. Like, that was kind of what I was doing all of last episode, was just kind of swapping people in and out. All right, and then... So, better producer... Honestly, I would love to get a better director as well. Herman Watson. He's a 7.9 versus a 7.1 who's an alcoholic. But he's so much cheaper. I'm gonna go with the cheaper guy. Even though probably shouldn't be cheaping out on the boss's movie here. We're kind of like, at the same time, we're using it as an excuse to kind of upgrade a lot of our stuff. So Hopeless Romantic. So this is where I need to star somebody who's better than what I got. At least a rising star is what they said, I think. So like Willard Reynolds. Maybe we just hire him for one movie. Because he's kind of expensive. But he's the only one available. All my other dudes are busy. Although maybe we do get him locked up because he is a rising star. 200,000. The costs of these these people are going to be rising. But that, I mean, that's the cost of doing business, is better people, better characters. Parent figure has to be Gabrielle Rutkowski. The love interest is definitely Cecilia Wood. The criminal mastermind, I guess Lee. Lee's out of contract in 6 days, so Benjamin Rhodes it is. Sorry, I gotta cheap out somewhere. Have at it, team. Exciting. An offer we can't refuse. How goes things? The only radar is making us some money. The Magnificent Five will come out soon. What about Ed is almost done. Public Relations Department, and let's get you a new contract here. Obviously, medical insurance. Costs her $2,000 a month to work for us. She's cheaper than most of the people who work for me. Oh, cool! American Civil War is a new setting. That's kind of fun. You can make some cool movies about the American Civil War. We definitely need to source more gifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Whatever. Cool. You get to work on that, man. Hospice visit worked. Haha. Harry Ray, you're only a 2.9. Sorry, Harry. Goodbye. You were the guy I was just talking about. Like, maybe we could keep you around. We should keep Benno back around. There's just not a lot of cinematographers that are better. So a 4-star cinematographer is totally okay by me. Let's give him some whiskey to sweeten the deal. And maybe we can continue improving his skills over time. Now what, Fred? The ocean breeze, sun gleaming on the luxury cars, the smell of the restaurants, the mansions on the hills. This is how people like you and me see Los Angeles, but I still remember another LA, the LA of my youth. I remember the smog, remember the bedbugs where me and my wife used to stay. I remember the stinky canned food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's lots of people still out there living like this, and it breaks my heart. Is there some way they could see the city through our eyes, the eyes of the well-fed? There's one way, a city tax on the rich. Dude! This guy's a good man. Then we can pay for social programs and help the poor with food and clothing. Raising taxes is never popular. If only you knew how much I sympathize with the poor. With a happiness of 80 or higher. Most actors have no idea how taxes work, and I believe and will believe anything. I will easily find 3 actors to sign your petition. Yeah. I think I can do the middle one. I don't want to. How do I do that? Petition for the mayor. Add an actor. Have at it, Oscar and Benjamin Rhodes. Sure. Good. Done. That was easy. You're welcome, Fred. Awesome. Dude, he's actually a good guy. Anthony, 5-star director. I'm totally okay with renegotiating with a 5-star director. Give him some medical insurance, fill out the rest of the contract, call it a day, go have some cigars, have a round of golf or two. The bottom of the bottle. It is not a great movie. Although, wasn't this guy not a great writer? So a 3-star. Yeah, he's a 2-star writer, so he was punching above his weight with this one. Why don't we get started on the project at the very least? We can give it to some of our lower tier people. Put them on the Ben stage 1. Yeah, this is just going to be a movie to keep getting people experience. I don't feel like cutting the corners necessarily. And then, yeah, this guy's probably going to be... I'm going to ditch him as soon as his contract is up, to be fair. Let's keep getting the people who can get more... I mean, we should keep it available for the people... We're, like, out of actors, which is crazy. Go with Nell. Or do we put Wendy in this one? Honestly, Wendy's probably the one to go for that role. I guess we need more actors. I should have kept those 3-star guys around. Who's the cheapest among you? The Mans. No wonder these guys are so cheap. You're pretty good for a 5-star. You're like in the range of 3 and 2-star people, which is crazy. Also, Victor Rodriguez is also pretty good. Let's get our hands on this guy. Maybe we can train him up a bit. Get him some med insurance. Yeah, like 70 grand for 3 years is pretty solid. You can make a couple movies with that guy. And then, who's the other guy? Hugh Connor? Yeah. Let's get Hugh Connor locked up, too. 1, 2, 3. Add some med insurance. Accept. Call it a day. All right, back to the movie. Working Man. That is Victor. Because we would like to put our star... You're not acting with Wendy Carpenter? Are you kidding me? You people are so rude. Fine. We'll get Wendy a different movie then. Jeez. It's not even that good of a movie, you guys. Just a bunch of stuck-up so-and-sos. Don't Start Without Me is a great name for a movie. Here's a movie that Wendy can star in. It's a 2-star movie. Sure. Comedy, action, daring adventure, and a murderer. That sounds okay. It's not like a great movie, but something. What else do we have coming down the pipe here? A runaway. Jan Rose, repeat. He's topped out as a 3-star guy? That's terrible. What about Ed is done in filming? Let's get those actors. Oh, it went up. Nice. 6 stars. Great. Let's get these actors freed up so we can put them in a new movie. All right. Emma is busy, so we're going to give this to Oliver and Lewis. And then we stick with our medium tier stuff here. Get in on post-production. All right, let's go back to Don't Start Without Me. Cinematographer. We only have 3 cinematographers left? That's crazy. All right, Bernard, you're up. Put it on the Ben stage triplicate. We film everything on the sound stage. This thing has 3 locations? What a confusing movie. It's gonna be pretty cheap at the very least. Producer, Howard. Sure, Anthony, have at it. Daring adventure. Do we want to put this guy in this movie? It's gotta be Wendy Carpenter as the murderer. That's fun. All right, Theodore is like, I won't. And I'm like, I kind of respect that. A little bit. It's not a good movie. Maybe Stanley here? 452 per year. Bill Ramirez. David Gutman is the guy I ditched, and I kind of wish I hadn't. But he is a misogynist, so he's probably not going to get along with Wendy very well. All right, let's try Stanley out. Stan Lee, the comic book writer. Contract signed. All right, we're dipping in below our $4 million project here. Oh, Stanley's totally cool with acting opposite of Wendy. Good for you, Stanley. Not having any preconceived notions of, like, not working with other people. I approve. Good on ya. Shootout. Oh, cool. Vincent Schaefer's good at a shootout. Kind of fun. The Rambino. First Blood. I don't know. Isn't that the second Rambo? First Blood? Am I crazy? Oh, hello, Richard. Hey, nice. Thanks, Richard. We could have an evening of philanthropy, and we could run anti-crime trailers and a donation to the anti-corruption fund. 10% of my profits. Well, that's funny because I haven't profited in years. You ready to rock and roll, Rambino? Kino Mark store is 6. Whoa! The bone grinder loves Rambino. Kissing the ass of the corrupt American establishment is a key piece of the Hollywood business model. But I must admit, this film is not what I expected from modern cinema. Turns out there are artists in Hollywood capable of showing real courage. Members of the audience are at risk of death by yawning. Or the film's big twist is obvious within 2 minutes. Oh, wonderful. All right. Here we go. All right, the only radar has wrapped up. It did fill out a full set of screenings. This is very interesting. So 4,000, and then it drops to 60% of 3,000. So it's like, I should have gone for like 5,000 screenings and then immediately dropped it to like, I don't know, 2,000 maybe? And then 1,000 and then 500 almost. It's like it drops off dramatically. But good job, The Only Radar. Not a great movie, but still made a decent chunk of money for me, so I'm cool with that. Continue. Roy Spencer, 3 point. You're not worth it, Roy. I'm sorry. For this reason, I'm out. Samuel Dixon, screenwriter. I'm planning to quit. But you're not even that good. Oh, we can pay you a little more. Now the goal is to get the Rambino to really, you know, get us some money here. Curious. The Sicilian Tiger is done in pre-production in 5 days too. We're gonna have a lot of movies shooting all at the same time, which is kind of wild. I kind of think I should build another soundstage while I'm thinking about it. A second tier soundstage. Right here. Middle of the road. We'll name that one when the time is right. $400,000. It's gonna make its money back. That's pretty good. All right, the Sicilian Tiger is done in pre-production. So let's get that rolling into filming. Oh, the score has dropped so drastically. That's unfortunate. But hopefully we can pull it back during actual filming. I know it was like a 9 star, so it's just rough. Put a guy, Glenn Mann, on it. He's a good dude. And then I think we're gonna pause the episode there. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but I think this is a good place to rock and roll. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see, whoop, yep, I told you guys. Oh, we actually made money. The first year of profit. Corporate tax rate at 11%. Let's roll through this at the very least. Script results, Feelings in a Bottle. It's not very good. I think we shelved that one. Who wrote that one? Oh yeah, no wonder it's a 2-star. Good on you for updating your star level though, man. Put that on the shelf for a second. Okay, cool. Well, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Hollywood Animal or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.